Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Wild West Cowboys of Moo Mesa, and it's it's based on a cartoon. The cartoon ran for a couple years on the ABC network, and it was created by a guy named Ryan Brown, who was a comic book artist, and it's a very silly, pretty stupid cartoon where an irradiated comet hits Earth and mutates cows into human-like characters, and there's the three main Cowboys of Moo Mesa, and other characters are the young kid, what's his name, Cody Calf, and then there's Lily Bovine and Calamity Kate, and there's the bad guy, Sheriff Terror Bull, who is also known as the Masked Bull, and Mayor Oscar Bologna, and there's the Saddle Sore and Boot Hill Buzzard. Really stupid cartoon. I never watched it back in the day, but I'd actually heard of it. But the game here is created by Konami. And here it shows a little of the backstory. There's the irradiated comet that hits Earth back in the Old West, and it mutates cows into human-like characters. See? And we have 4 heroes you can select from in the game. There is the 3 main characters, which are Marshall Moo Montana, Dakota Dude, and Colorado Kid. And there is also Buffalo Bull, who is the blacksmith in the cartoon. But again, this was created by comic book artist Ryan Brown, who and he created the cartoon series, which just ran for a couple years on ABC. This game was suggested by a YouTube user, BNyce1, BNYCE1, and this is very, very, very similar to Sunset Riders. It retains the goofy humor of the cartoon series. There will be birds that fly by, and when you shoot them, you can get bonus items that will help you. You have 2 buttons, jump and shoot, and when you press jump and shoot together, you'll do a charge at your enemies. And you run at them quickly and then bounce backwards. And there'll be boss fights like this guy, and his name is actually 5-Card Cud. I think they call him 5-Card Stud in this game. Some stock shooting sound effects from cartoons. But it's an okay game. If you like the cartoon, you'll probably really dig this game. I think the cartoon's pretty stupid. But yeah, there's the characters you can choose from. You'll see me play as all of them. Again, Buffalo Bull is the blacksmith of the town, and they make him a leading character in the game. And yeah, the final boss will be Sheriff Terror Bull, who is also known as the Masked Bull. And let's get started. Again, this is the blacksmith I'm playing as. Just like in Sunset Riders, you can jump to higher areas at times by pressing up and jump. You can also charge through barrels. And again, to charge, you press jump and shoot at the same time. There will be special weapons you can pick up sometimes. Oop, I didn't shoot at that bird. And you can fire those off by pressing jump and shoot. And instead of charging, you'll use those weapons. Sometimes there will be a TNT plunger. You won't get blown up by touching those. You have to push down the TNT plunger there. And it won't hurt you. It'll blow up everything else around you, though. This game is pretty easy at the beginning, really. The difficulty really picks up like maybe at the end of the third level and later or something like that. Yeah, you can pick up those P letters and they'll make your weapon better. You'll fire more bullets with your shots. And there's bonus items you can pick up. But yeah, shoot that bird whenever you can. It'll definitely drop something that's helpful or bonus points. The love interest of Marshall Moo Montana is Lily Bovine, and we saw a picture of her earlier. Now in this horse stable we face I don't know for sure if this is supposed to be Sheriff Terror Bowl, but we see his alternate persona, the Masked Bull, as the final boss. But the Mayor Oscar Bologna, which is really stupid, obvious pun on Oscar Mayer Bologna. He is a crooked mayor, and the Sheriff Terror Bull is a crooked sheriff. But they are the main villains of the cartoon. But you can see their energy bar at the bottom. You just keep shooting at them until it's totally red and they'll die. You have your life bar at the top left, and it's 3 bars. You can choose where to start after you beat the first level, or where to go next. And there's a Lily Bovine tied up on the right. The cartoon is just so full of, and this game is so full of bad puns. Now we go through a graveyard and face Boot Hill Buzzard at the end. He's one of the nitwitted lackeys of the Masked Bull. Him and what's the other guy's name? Saddle Sore. He's a scorpion. These ghosts can blanket you and keep you from moving, and you have to wiggle the joystick to get out of it. But this takes place in a ghost town. Yeah, definitely shoot those birds. Now see that dynamite icon above me? I can throw dynamite now if I press jump and shoot at the same time. And we have to shoot this specter here enough times. He's not too difficult. You just have to jump over him. And note that you jump on this platform, you have to drop back down to go to the bottom floor again. But just be prepared to jump over him, and he's really quite easy. He's not the boss of the level. That would be what's his name? Boot Hill Buzzard. But yeah, whenever you are given the opportunity to throw a weapon, it'll appear floating above your head. And now I've changed to a boxing glove, a giant boxing glove. It float off to heaven. This game and the cartoon that it's based on has very silly humor. Oops, I'm not gonna get that bird, am I? Now we'll have dead outlaws coming up from the ground that I have to kill. And they can shoot at you, so watch out. I like the moo sound they make when they die. Oops, I wasn't ready for that bullet. But yeah, sometimes when you shoot a bird, this drink will appear. I don't know what's in it, but it'll give you 1 life bar back. I don't recall if I'd seen the arcade version of this, but I remember hearing about the cartoon, and now we're gonna face Boot Hill Buzzard. Those feathers that he's shooting off can hurt you. I didn't realize at first that you're supposed to shoot him off that support there by jumping and shooting. Yeah, those bombs will hurt you. You turn into a steak. But you get 3 lives. And he'll roll bombs at you. So get ready to jump over them and then shoot him. Eventually, he'll get hurt enough so that he loses a life. And then later on, he'll use that shovel as a rifle. There, he loses 1 life. Stands back up. And he can block your shots for a little while. But be prepared to jump when he rolls his bombs at you. Oh, and he can shoot you once in a while. He doesn't do it very often, though. Now there goes his 2nd life. This game is much easier than you might think. Konami often makes difficult games. This one is a little easier than you might think. And you have to shoot him down again, I think, or did I just have to shoot him? But this one's easier because you can touch the bad guys. Yeah, I shot him down. You can touch the bad guys and not die. And that's his last life. But the character is much smaller in the cartoon. He's much smaller than the heroes. Here they made him pretty big. Now you can choose another level to go to next. But yeah, there's really bad cow puns in this game. That character is Sid the Spider. And he's a lackey of a guy named Bat Blastagun. Maybe that was the first character I fought. Sometimes you'll see plants that wiggle, and there will be enemies coming out of that plant. It's strange, but that's how it is. Yeah, they'll hide in those barrels too. And you'll need to repeatedly shoot that door. Watch out for that guy crawling on the ground. It's hard to see. And then stay away from that bomb blast. I don't know for sure what that contraption is doing. It's sucking things up. I don't know what it is. But at any rate, watch out for those explosive barrels. Nothing happens if you go on that upper part. Now, this part can be kind of difficult. You have to whale both buttons alternately and swim up this waterfall here. Hug the far left. You'll hit one thing, but that's all. If you let go, of course, then you'll fall to the bottom and die. Yeah, I hit just one thing. yeah, staying to the left, I think, is the best idea. Oops, wasn't ready for those explosive barrels. Well, they're not really explosive there. Oh, good, I got the energy drink thing, whatever it is. And now I've faced this snake here. Yeah, it's hard to keep from charging sometimes. I'm firing rapidly with the shoot button, and then I press jump to try to jump, and I charge, and I didn't mean to. You have to shoot this snake several times. It can strike once in a while. It doesn't normally. You're usually pretty safe staying on the far left. I stood on his head. No, don't do that. Damn it. But yeah, just keep jumping and shooting his head. Oh, it looked like he was about to strike, and I killed him just in time. Yeah, it's really nice that you don't die when the enemies touch you. And not all the characters from the cartoon are in this. But again, look out for any plants that are going to wiggle. And the guys operating the Gatling guns take several shots to kill. And again, you can charge through those barrels that are stacked up like that. But yeah, this is very reminiscent of Sunset Riders, though there are some cool differences. There'll be some areas where you're gonna be carried by like an eagle, and you fly around and you have to shoot enemies while you're flying. Oh, that was nice. I gotta charge through these barrels. Well, I didn't have to, but I did it. Here's another Gatling gun. And the boss of this level is Sid the Spider. And sometimes there will be guys hidden in cactuses that will make a run at you. But yeah, Gil and Sid. Gil is like a lizard or something. Gil and Sid are the lackeys of a guy named Bat Blast-A-Gun, and he's a bat. And it's a takeoff on the Western hero Bat Masterson. Really stupid puns in this game and in the cartoon. But watch out when he spins at you. Yeah, you'll want to not jump back in the middle or he'll roll into you again. And he'll throw swords from above. But yeah, don't be afraid to touch the boss or any enemy. That won't kill you. Well, the regular enemies anyway. I can't think off the top of my head which ones can kill you by touching you, but there are probably some. I hope you had a nice weekend, and now he shoots web guns. I'm not about to find out what happens if I get caught in his webs. There, I killed him. I'm not gonna do an entire playthrough. I'll just cut through some of the other levels. And now we have to stop a wagon train. Yeah, not getting killed by touching at least most of the bad guys is really nice, and it makes the game a lot easier than you might think. There's a wiggling plant, so it's gonna have guys coming out of it. Sure enough. And always shoot those birds that are flying. These guys come out of the barrels. Oh, I did not see that gun that hand sneaking out of those plants. Yeah, these bulls take several hits. There's the cactus again. I've got more shots with each press of the fire button, or more bullets. And looks like there's going to be a plunger just ahead. There it is. Well, I took out a lot of guys with that. Sorry if my voice might sound a little froggy or froggier than normal. Here I'm flying with the eagle. I was watching the Oregon North Carolina game and screaming my lungs out at the end. I'm from Portland, so I definitely was rooting for the Ducks, and it just didn't happen. Definitely had their opportunities and they blew it. Oh well. I hope Gonzaga destroys North Carolina. Yeah, these guys will throw axes at you, so watch out. You can't get hit by those telephone poles. Yeah, those guys look like they were on motorbikes or something. That's kind of an anachronism for the Old West. Now we've got this guy. This guy is real easy. I wasn't paying attention to that. That was my stupid. But he's on a little aircraft. And all you have to watch out is for those 3 cannonballs that get spit out. They can't hurt you when you're flying at the top there. But you do have to duck out of the way of a couple missiles that will be fired. Or one at a time, excuse me. It's real easy. But you want to shoot the bird head or the pilot. Easy enough. But that's not the final boss. Now here comes the train. You have to shoot or it's stagecoach / train. But you have to shoot that cannon enough times, then you'll have to shoot a smaller cannon that appears on a side panel, and then you'll have to shoot we'll get to there in just a moment. There's a third part that comes off. The engine or whatever. Not the engine, I can't remember what it's called. I know nothing about trains, sorry. I declined to continue right here, but I will show you what it looks like to destroy it and parts of the rest of the levels. That is Wild West Cowboys of Moo Mesa, and the word cow in Cowboys is actually Code of the West is what that stands for. But almost all the characters in the show are cows, and some of the lackeys are not. Some of the bad guy lackeys are not cows. There's a scorpion, there's a spider, there's like a snake, there's a buzzard. But most of the other characters are cows. Now, yeah, there's other parts of the train we're going to destroy, and you have to watch out for these explosive balloons that come after you. Yeah, and that part comes off and you have to destroy it. And that's the end of that stage. And now I can choose a different stage. And now the next boss will be 5-card stud, but his name in the cartoon I believe is 5-cud stud. Or no, it's 5-card cud. Now we have these, yeah, you have to watch where you jump on this level. If you jump on an area that doesn't have a platform or a cart, then you'll lose a bar of life. There, I shot the extra special weapon, boxing glove, and that can change to other things. There, I got some energy back. But this character, I believe, is Marshall Moo Mesa. He's the main protagonist from the cartoon, along with his deputies, Dakota Dude and Colorado Kid. I've watched a little of the cartoon. I saw clips of it on YouTube. Here we end up at the boss. And there's 2 platforms. You can jump up to the higher ground or drop down to the lower ground. And we're going to face 5-card cud, or 5-card stud, as they call him in this game. You have to watch out for the cards that he throws. They'll hurt you. Oops. But remember, touching the boss, or touching almost every bad guy, will not hurt you. Very nice to know. We saw this guy in the attract mode. This is definitely reminiscent of one of the boss fights in Sunset Riders. Once again, the eagle flies you off to the next area. And now we've only got one area to select now. You'll go to another area after this. Saddlesaur is going to be the boss. He is a scorpion, and he is one of the lackeys of Sheriff Terror Bull, also known as the Masked Bull. When he wants to commit robberies or something, or do some sort of nefarious deeds, he's usually the Masked Bull. But other than that, he's a crooked sheriff. I'll just show you a little bit of this level, and then a little bit more a little bit later. You go by the train and shoot these guys riding by. And there's bees. That's just kind of stupid, I'm sorry. Yeah, I watched some clips of this show, and I've found it to be pretty stupid. This guy's easy too. You just have to shoot 2 of the explosive balloons from that cow head, and then just shoot downwards at the guy. Eventually he'll go down. He's very, very, very easy. But he's not the last boss. Here is the last boss. Saddlesaur, the scorpion. He's standing on a giant scorpion. Watch out for his bullets. Ah, crap. And watch out for that giant tail. It's gonna sting you. Crap. Dakota is the resident, strong, silent type of the group. And then the Colorado Kid is a easygoing guy who likes to sing, and he's kind of a ladies' man. And we'll go ahead and finish him off here. Oh, and I got a drink. Thanks. That was Saddlesore, the Scorpion, lackey of Sheriff Terrorbull, or the Masked Bull. Slightly more intelligent than the other lackey, Boot Hill Buzzard. And that'll be the last guy of the game, the Masked Bull. We're going to his hideout. On our way to his hideout, anyway. We'll just see parts of this final area. Yeah, watch out for the blast radius of that bomb. Might be a little bit more than you think it is. I can charge through all these barrels. And I'm gonna do that. But yeah, again, to charge, you press both jump and fire at the same time. And be careful not to do that when you don't want to charge into something. It's easy to accidentally do that. There's the giant axe that you can pick up, and then you just press jump and punch, or jump and shoot together to throw your special weapon. And here's another thing. Whoops, gotta watch out for those chandeliers. You can get that horseshoe from the power-ups from the birds. And if you pick it up, it'll spin around you like a protective shield. Those guys with big old axes take a lot of shots. There's another plunger. And then this bookcase will slide open, and you go to this next part of the level. And you go downhill, and you gotta watch out for those cactus gates. They take a lot of shots. Damn it, I did not mean to charge into them. There, they'll blow apart. A little bit later on, you gotta blow up some doors. And there is the cowardly mayor, who often sides with Sheriff Terrorbull, or the Masked Bull. His name is Mayor Oscar Bulloney, which is really stupid. But that was,
Thank you so much, Marshall Moo.
well, I wasn't Marshall Moo at that point.
Masked Bull has made his escape to the Skull Mountain Mine.
And that's Lily Bovine.
Let's rodeo, boys! Skull Mountain!
She's the love interest of Marshall Moo. Now here is my final battle with Masked Bull, who is actually Sheriff Terrorbull in disguise. It sucks. The fog hides you in the corner. It's hard to see. But the Masked Bull can throw knives. He can shoot at you. You can use those two platforms above, and he will also do a charge at you. So you'll definitely want to use those platforms when he's just about to do that, or you'll get hit. Let's speed things up a bit and kill him off. Knock him out of orbit. Are you kidding me? Oh, he crashes back to Earth. Holy cow. Now he's in jail. And the credits roll. Well, that was Wild West Cowboys of Moo Mesa by Konami, and based on the cartoon that ran from 1992 to 1993 on ABC. And the idea was created by Ryan Brown. And there it says special thanks, R. Brown. Thank you for playing. That was Wild West Cowboys of Moo Mesa. And cow is abbreviated as C.O.W, which stands for code of the West. He takes a bite out of the words the end or of end. Then your game starts over with increased difficulty. One weapon or one item that I didn't show you yet was you can get a protective shield of stars. One of those signs has a bad guy in it. There's a TNT plunger again. And there it is, I think. Yep. Well, that was Wild West Cowboys of Moo Mesa by Konami in 1992 and created by Ryan Brown, the cartoon anyway. This is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Wild West Cowboys of Moo Mesa by Konami in 1992, suggested by YouTube user BeNice1. I'll catch you later with another video. See ya, folks. Bye-bye.